Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sky Heiser Productions coverage of the St. Louis Disc Golf Club 2021 Killer Bees. We're here at the second round of the Rock Road Rumble at Endicott Park, just north of St. Louis, Missouri. I'm Alan Hooper, and I'm here with Taylor Thomas to give you the coverage. How you doing today, Taylor?
Pretty good. We have the lead card here at Endicott Park. Andrew Presnell is up top, and then right behind him is Jake Anderson, and then Jim Mizaraka, and then Stephen Mattingly.
Yeah, we got a good card today at a classic St. Louis course. We're here on hole 1. It's a par 3, 357 feet. Downhill, you've got a couple lines here. You might see people go forehand. You might see a mid-range up the middle. You also might see a putter to the right side, kind of going right at the basket.
Yep, there is a pretty bit steep drop-off behind the basket, and the disc likes to carry down that hill.
Yeah, I think I was wrong. It's actually an A-pin 254, and Andrew looks like he's throwing a drone. We got some wind today. It's really going to make this course play tough. He gets a bounce off of the B-pin, and he's got a 40-footer to start his round uphill.
We got Jake Anderson here. Looks like forehand, and I think that's a Kia. Nope, put the Kia down.
Yeah, Jake likes to throw RPM discs. Solid up-and-comer out of St. Louis. Got a nice forehand, maybe a little right. Looks like he trickled out to circle's edge on the right side. He might have some trees in his way.
Up next, Jim Mizaraka. Line up the Heiser route. Looks like.
Yeah, Jimmy likes to throw a lot of putters. I think he's been throwing the Prodigy PA3s lately.
It's looking good. Just a little bit short.
Yeah, just a little short, but that'll give him a downhill putt.
Stephen Mattingly, very fast player.
Yeah, Stephen doesn't mess around, and he puts it just inside the circle. A nice 20-footer to start his round for birdie.
Is it pretty far right for Jake?
Catches that tree, but he'll have a putt for his par. And Andrew's trying to start the round off with a bang here from about 45 feet, I think. Putting uphill, got a train his way.
Just low and right. Very close, though.
Yeah.
Jim lining up the birdie putt. Just a little low. I mean, it is windy. The wind, at least on this part of the course, is very prevalent.
Steven starts his round off the right way with a nice 20-footer for birdie. Good start for him. I think we're going to have some putts for par here from the rest of our card. Jake straddling out between the trees.
Great putt. Almost leaked a little left, but kept it in.
Yeah, and you can see the wind is definitely coming into play here and making these putts not routine for these guys.
And wind messing with Andrew probably a little bit. Just put it right into the cage.
Yeah, you're not going to see that a whole lot from Andrew, but he is going to be taking a bogey to start his round.
Jim with the cleanup for par. And Andrew with a tap-in bogey. And then next up, we have hole 2. It's one of the only par 4s on the course, playing uphill significantly at 420 feet. Kind of have a little gap on the left side to hit, and then just get past the trees, or there's a roller down the right side. I don't know, we'll see taken, but it's there.
Yeah, I've seen a few 2s on this hole, but it's definitely a tough one to get close to. Steven's taking this right side hyzer, which really is going to give you a good shot, a good upshot at it. And he got way up there, actually. Looks like he might be circle 2.
Very far.
Yeah. You don't see people get that far up in the air quite often.
Yeah, this is the normal gap that people are trying to hit. Just get up here, get as far up the hill as you can, and just maneuver the trees up by the basket.
Yeah, this is one of those holes where everybody's trying to 3 it, and you don't see a lot of 2s.
One thing to note also, there is OB lawn of the basket that can come into play if you throw your upshot a little too far.
Yeah, Jimmy turns his over a little bit, but he'll have a manageable upshot about 150 feet up the hill. Andrew probably letting out some aggression after that bogey on 1.
Turns it over just like Jim, probably same area.
Yeah, now these players have to worry about this path that Taylor was talking about. It's probably 25 to 30 feet long of the basket, and it's very easy if you air it around the basket to find it. That's a smart play there, just playing for the putt.
Andrew looks like he's outside circle 2. Just puts it under the basket. Should be an easy birdie. Jim from just a little closer than Andrew. Yep, right there. And again, Steven plays very fast.
Yeah, Steven with the quick up shot, giving it a little bit, but tap in 3s for these guys. As we move on to hole 3, 355 feet, it's a par 3. Downhill, you've got a tree right in front of the tee pad that you can choose to go left or right. Most people are going to go right on kind of a hyzer flip up line and try to get below these late trees and get some penetration towards the basket.
And the bush right next to the basket is kind of a good aiming point that you can see better than the basket from the tee.
Yeah, Steven kind of pulled his right there. You kind of want to just miss this tree right there to the right and flip it up and get a lot of fade and keep it low.
Jim with the hyzer looks like, oh, clip the tree.
Same
To the
tree I
right.
think Steven might have hit there.
Yeah, all these trees on the right side, they just kind of sneak up on you a lot and just eat your disc.
Andrew's going with the mid-range. Good play here. If you got the power, you can keep it below those late branches, and this looks pretty good.
Yep, about circles 1 edge.
Yeah, maybe just inside there for Andrew, and he's going to have a birdie putt. As we look at Jake, I'm guessing Jake's throwing a mid-range as well.
Flips up just a little bit. Just needs to get left. Nope, hits the trees again. It's not that hard of an upshot from there if you stay on the left side. Just kind of gets away. You don't get your birdie from it.
Yeah, and this up is pretty routine for these guys, but Jake kind of leaves it right, finds that bush. He might have an obstructed putt there.
Steven just jump putting up.
Yeah, I think the wind might have also been coming into play on this hole. Oh, good bid from Jimmy.
And up Andrew's drive. Looks like about 30 feet.
Yeah, and after missing that putt on 1, I don't think he's going to miss this one.
Cans it right in the middle.
And that's what you normally see from Andrew. Such a solid putter, and that's why he tends to be in the lead at these tournaments.
Jake with the step out knee putt was able to give himself a putt from the bush.
Yeah, great save there for Jake. And Steven, also a solid putter. That's just a formality. Gets his par, as well as Jimmy here. Yeah, and Endicott, I don't know if a lot of people know, but is designed by Dave McCormick. We've got some very unique Gateway Titan baskets here. They've been around for a long time.
Then hole 4, we're kind of playing around this tree. You can either go left side how the drone's flying, or there's a big hyzer over the right side of trees. You're trying to just get into this gap and try to give yourself an uphill putt.
Yeah, most people are going to be throwing that big hyzer and getting a putt from just that little creek that's kind of maybe 30, 40 short of the basket. And Andrew looks like he's lining up the big hyzer.
Yep, and just clips that tree. That tree, you have to go around that tree a lot.
Yeah, it's grown out quite a bit, so there's kind of this right side you're playing for this fairway, and Steven seems to have done well here.
Oh, I got left a lot more than I needed to.
Yeah, it did. That's going to be a tough up and down from that short left creek area. And here's Jimmy. Also going big hyzer.
That's the one spot you don't really want to be in between those two trees.
Yeah, him and Andrew are going to have tricky upshots for their up and down. And Jake looks like he's also lining up the big hyzer.
Yeah, he has plenty of power for this. He also hits the tree. Nobody's getting through the tree.
Yeah, it's tough to get a birdie on this one. It's definitely a bonus birdie, but I'm surprised to see none of these guys really have a putt. And here's Jimmy lining up his upshot. Just probably a wizard or a prodigy putter.
Oh, hitting that tree. That's
Still,
a tester putt to come back.
Still a tough putt from there. Jake's got more of a look at it. He's throwing forehand. Might be running this.
No. Skip in?
No, just a nice layup from Jake.
I think that was his Kia.
Okay.
Made by RPM. Kind of like a zone.
Nice. Andrew lining up a putter. Just a little hyzer around these bushes.
Also playing the skip game. I wonder if there's a headwind for this hole. Trying to keep everybody low.
Yeah, 3 here is fine. Especially since not a lot of people are birdieing this one.
Yep, this hole was played as 3.06, so pretty much just right at par.
Jimmy trying to save his par from about 35 short uphill.
Just a little low. His putt is pretty uphill from there. The camera doesn't really do it justice as well. Prez with the par putt. Same as Jake.
Yeah,
Steven tapping in the par as well, and then Jim with the bogey.
Just tap ins here. 1 bogey on the card. Let's see if these guys can get some birdies on hole 5. Hole 5 is a par 3 downhill. It's playing 378 feet, but a lot shorter than that. Kind of got this hyzer gap on the right side that's inside, or you can go big outside over the trees. The wind is definitely going to be a factor on this one today. These guys are probably throwing fairway drivers or possibly mid-ranges.
Green Joan from Presnell. The one other thing is there is OB fence on the left, so if this is right to left wind, it's going to be wanting to be carrying to that fence very quickly.
Oh, and this is actually in the B pin, which is 328 feet, and Andrew just absolutely parking it with a little fortunate skip through the bush.
Yeah, that's a hard shot.
Yeah, so in this B pin, you'll see a lot of putters, maybe some mids. Steven leaving it left, but inbounds, and a long putt for his birdie.
Scary putt for his birdie. Jake looks like he's lining up a driver. Probably just try to spike it in.
Maybe get a skip play. Oh, just checks up. Doesn't really get a good ground action there. He'll be 60 or 70 short, probably pitching up. And here's Jimmy. I'm guessing he's throwing a mid-range here.
That's looking good as also misses the bush. Just perfectly behind the bush from the basket.
Yeah, short side. He might have some sort of look from there. It's not far, maybe 25 feet. And Jake's lining up a run here. Oh, good bid.
Steven just laying up. That's smart from up there. It's significantly downhill from where he was.
Yeah, there is quite a slope on this hole from left to right that can definitely give you some rollaways. Not sure.
I think he was waiting for people to clear on the next hole.
Yeah. Veteran play there from Jimmy. He's a longtime pro from the St. Louis, St. Charles area, and he definitely knows how to play disc golf.
This is a pretty hard putt.
Yeah, he's pretty pinched.
Great hit.
Bangs it.
Hole 6 here at 355 feet, par 3. Looks like it's in the C position. It's kind of a right turning shot that you have to, don't want to turn it too far right or go into the creek. The creek is casual, but the fence on the left is OB.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. It kind of, the fairway gets smaller as you get closer to the basket, and the creek, although it plays casual, can make for some tough putts. Andrew just trying to flex a drone.
That's looking really good.
Yeah, this is the line you want to see. Comes a bit short, but he'll probably, yeah, wow. So circle's edge putt there for Andrew.
Jim looks like he's lining up the backhand turnover as well. I think that's the better play than the forehand. We might see Jake throw forehand, but
yeah, the forehand is tough to get straight enough to get all the way to the basket as Jimmy turns that over, but the wind is definitely ripping, which can make this hole very difficult because at 400 feet, tight line, it's really hard to get a birdie putt.
so you're leaving it high. It looks like it's coming back though. It just needs to sit before the fence. And I guess he's right next to Andrew.
Oh, wow. Great shots there from Andrew and Steven. Both have pretty good birdie looks. Jake, let's see if he throws a forehand. Nope. Going with the backhand.
Needs to hold.
This is looking good as well.
Just a little shorter than Andrew and Steven.
Yeah, but still a birdie look there, and Jimmy's lining up a wide open up shot. Trickles into the creek, but again, it's casual. It's going to be a tough stance. He might have to take his lie across the creek there.
Jake with the tree in his way. I just couldn't get it left enough.
Should be an easy par, though, which is not bad on this hole.
Great birdie from Steven.
Yeah, Steven's getting quite a few strokes on folks there.
I was just leaving a little short again.
Yeah, it's not what you normally see. Hole 6 was playing at a 3.19. It was 0.19 over par. So definitely a bonus
Jake.
birdie today.
Lie might have messed with him a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes when you trickle down to that creek area, you're in some muddy footing. So, yeah, as we see here from Jimmy, he decides to just get his feet wet, taps in his par.
Andrew tapping in for the par. And we're going into hole 7. This is one of the signature holes on the course. This is a very tight line. Fence left OB. Kind of hard to get there, but it is there. And then the right side is very thick. The hole's in B currently, so this white stake that we see on the ground.
Steven lining up the backhand. Yeah, you basically just want to throw a very straight shot and get clean. He catches that early right side. He's going to have a tricky up and down. You can barely see the basket from the tee pad here, just enticing you to park it, but it's a tough line.
Yeah, it's a little low. Maybe we get some ground play. Hits the log on the ground.
Yeah, there is some down trees that have been there for quite a while that if you don't get it high enough, you're not going to get close.
Jimmy lining up the backhand as well. The hole kind of like shapes up that you want to hyzer flip something right and then have it go left at the end. But it's very hard to flip it over too far right and then you just don't come out.
Yeah, you're basically aiming for this gap about 250 off the tee. As Jimmy catches that early tree on the left and kicks left, he's back in 6's fairway, and that is a tough spot to get up and down from.
This is a good play.
Yeah, Jake with the forehand. I like this play, especially since some trees have fallen that have opened it up a bit.
I just need to get that in the air, but he should be okay from there. Just another forehand hyzer, probably to the basket.
Yeah, and this is what Jimmy's got to work with. He's just pitching up to the fairway. Smart move there. Taking his medicine.
He was by the fence. I do not think he went OB, though.
Jake, a nice forehand.
Just a little long, but he's got that putt.
That's a great upshot.
From where he was, definitely.
Yeah. Jimmy put himself in a good spot for this turnover putter, and he'll have a tap-in bogey. No problem with the bogey here. It's a tough hole.
Especially from being in 6 fairway on that. Andrew catching just the last tree to beat. He should be fine. He's still inside circle.
Yeah, it was our 4th hardest hole of the day, playing .29 strokes over par.
I kind of kicked him into the woods a little bit.
Nice putt.
Andrew with the par putt from about circle's edge.
Yeah, good correction there after the miss on the last hole.
So trying to figure out the stamp on Jake's disc. I think he's putting with 2Es, which is kind of like a flippier putter by RPM.
Yeah, good par there from Jake after a nice upshot, and these guys tapping in their pars. And now we're on to hole 8. It's a par 3, playing 291 feet, slightly uphill and a tight gap off the tee. You have to hit the gap about 150 feet, and then it's open to the basket, playing slightly uphill at the end. A lot of fairway drivers, probably stable fairways.
This hole's kind of deceiving from the tunnel. You feel like you threw a good shot, and very normal to be about 60 short, and you just don't realize you thought you got there.
Yeah, the hill is just kind of creeps up at the end and makes you think you parked it, but you end up short, for sure.
Perez with the, looks like it was another mid, just a little short. That's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah, but he'll be inside the circle there for his birdie. And Jake lining up a backhand as well. Pretty much a quintessential backhand line.
It's looking good. Yep, just left of the basket by that tree a little bit. Should be circle's edge for the putt.
Jimmy Mizaraka. And this is lucky to get through the gap inside, but he got through, and he'll have a long look actually here for his birdie.
I got up there a little bit farther than I thought it would.
Yeah, it did.
Good bid.
Good bid. Easy 3 there. You can see the wind coming into play there on that putt and just ripping through Prezzi's shirt as he lines up this 20-foot birdie putt. Wow.
Great catch.
Yeah, a little high left, but definitely had enough momentum on that one to catch, and good birdie there from Andrew. As Jake looks to be about 20 as well.
Low left corner pocket.
Yeah, sticks it. Good birdies from those 2 guys. That's all these guys were looking to park this hole, but a 3 is not bad. It was playing .06 under par today, so not losing a lot of strokes for anybody.
Yeah, the wind on this course makes it play a lot.
This place is beautiful. You play disc golf right out the door.
Van Man Discs, located at 1524 Clinton Hills Parkway in Swansea. Open every day. VanManDiscs.com.
And the final hole on this front 9 at Endicott Park, hole 9, huge uphill shot. Mando forcing to go left of the tree, right off the tee.
Yeah, this is a tough hole to get close to the basket. It's very uphill and plays pretty far right off of the line that it gives you. You have to have a really strong forehand or throw a great backhand turnover, possibly a roller. I'm guessing we'll see some forehands and some backhands today.
It's looking good. Oh, the wind just eats it.
Yeah, the backhand with the headwind is very hard. The forehand, I mean, you really have to stretch one. It probably takes over 400 feet of power to get inside the circle with the forehand, as Jake's lining that up.
Just yanks it a little bit. Wind didn't help either.
Yeah, you can see that Mando sign right there on the left side of your screen, and forces you to throw this left side, which really makes the backhand very tough. Steven gets a nice move on this all the way up to B pin. That's a great shot. He's gonna have a circle 2 look.
Jim also lining up the backhand. Trying to replicate Stevens. Oh, roller.
Oh, here's the roller. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, catches the tree.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Jake's probably 200-ish from the pin. Nice check up forehand hyzer. Looks like he'll be inside the circle there for his par putt.
Oh, Jim's pinched right behind the tree. Has to do a step out forehand.
Yeah, he's got some trees in his way as well, and looks to have put it inside the circle as well. Don't see a lot of forehands from Jimmy, so that's probably all he really had there.
He has that tap in par.
Yeah. Andrew pitching up. Little trickle, but that should be no problem. He's got 1 tree in his way, but he's pretty close.
Steven with the forehand up, and we just have a party around this tree.
Yeah, a little barbecue on 9. Yeah, hole 9 was playing pretty tough today. .39 over par. It was our 3rd hardest hole.
And shout out to the 1 birdie on this hole, Ryan Rickard.
Yeah, probably a smash forehand from Rickard.
As we're wrapping up these par putts, hope for you guys to join us on the back 9 at Endicott.
Yeah, 1 down for 2 of these guys and even par for the other 2. I'm sure these guys are looking to score a little better on the back.
Nice putts.
thanks for joining us for the front nine coverage of round 2 of the Rock Road Rumble presented by the St. Louis Disc Golf Club. Thanks to Sky Heiser Productions for their great coverage of this event. And Taylor, thanks for commentating with me today.
Always. We'll see you guys on the back nine.